Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I like all things modular. And today we're going to be discussing a really simple 3D printed part that allows a level of modularity that I was never expecting, especially not out of something so simple. And that is this tiny little piece, as designed by BoomTendo and available on Thingiverse. I'll have the link in the description, of course. And what this tiny little thing does is it allows you to convert any Nerf magazine to take BoomCo darts. And you can now use them in flywheel blasters. He then also actually has bolt sleds that allow you to convert some of the more popular springers. Now you would need to glue this in place or tape it in place. We're going to go with tape for now. And, yeah, now it will properly feed BoomCo darts. And the neat thing about BoomCo darts is they will actually kind of double stack in a Nerf magazine. So you can actually get considerably more BoomCo darts into a Nerf magazine than you can get Nerf darts into a Nerf magazine. So that in itself is pretty nifty. But the fact that it allows you to convert without, since the tape will actually work just fine, non-destructively, it's really kind of nifty. I'd love to see a design that locked in place somehow. I don't know if you could easily do that based on how magazine wells works, if there's some way that you could make it so it actually clipped in or locked on rather than having to glue it or tape it. But it is really nifty because now it will work, as I said, in any Nerf flywheel blaster. That's the extent of the modification you need to make to be able to convert a Nerf flywheel blaster into a BoomCo flywheel blaster. And that is, frankly, just really nifty. Now, I never got onto the BoomCo bandwagon because by the time I found out they even existed, I was well and thoroughly into Nerf and I didn't feel like converting my arsenal. And because they didn't actually take proper magazines and any number of other things that I didn't particularly care about them, I never got into it, but they do have a number of major advantages. Range and accuracy is actually one. I know a number of Nerfers who use the Halo M6 pistol on K26 or similar BoomCo single-shot pistols because they are just incredibly accurate. And the ammunition actually takes up less space than Nerf darts and is more durable. You can do a lot of things to a BoomCo dart and have them still function. That you could never get away with a Nerf dart for any number of reasons. Now, I tried putting these through a couple of my more high-powered Nerf flywheel blasters, and they didn't much care for it. I suspect either they just don't like that much power, or I really need high-crush wheels, or high-crush cage, to use these more effectively. They work just fine in stock and normal crush cages. I mean, they were shooting beautifully out of this one, which is this is a complete stock blaster other than the slight paint job and a couple of hardware parts. But, yeah, I think that's really neat. It would allow you to either, if you really wanted to run a lot of BoomCo in a war, you could print out a couple of these or get someone to print you a couple of these and convert your entire magazines over to it. As simple as that. Alternatively, you could keep one of these magazines on you and shoot BoomCo back if your opponent is only shooting BoomCo for some reason, and you run out of Nerf darts. You could easily grab this magazine out of your gear and be able to shoot them. I think a 6-round will hold almost 12 BoomCo darts, so, yeah. That is pretty nifty, and I think it's pretty cool. So, thank you, BoomTendo, for designing things like this and for sticking with your preference. I think that is admirable, and the fact that you then produce something like this that even I have to admit, that is really cool and really makes me want to get a whole bunch of more BoomCo darts and try running BoomCo out of Nerf flywheels at a war just to see how effective it would actually be. And maybe try to build a Nerf blaster specifically intended to fire a BoomCo dart. So that is something I may do in the future, but I wanted to give this a shout out just because I think it's really, really cool and it's thoroughly modular and gives access to, ammo types that I didn't really ever consider before, and you know how much I like that sort of stuff. So there you have it. Check him out. He's got a bunch of other nifty designs, dart holders and other add-ons for BoomCo devices, which is pretty cool. So check out his Thingiverse page. It'll be down in the description. And thank you guys for watching.